Everyone, and welcome back. It's Friday the 18th of January, and as you probably guessed, it's time for another video. A lot of things have gone on this week in terms of rest and recuperation. For those of you that probably didn't know, the week, check last week's video, but twisted ankle from jogging. But I can assure you all now that if you're watching this, then I'm okay. Cast is off, the medication was finished, and there's no need for crutches. So I'd just like to thank everybody before we go any further for all their help and support during that, and yeah, rather impressed. It was a rather swift process. They seem to be very efficient. It's not really something you put with the French. Just kidding. They seem to be very good with what they did in the hospital there. So this week, a little bit of a different sort of strategy, really. Like I said, Friday. Last week we were obviously here recovering. Saturday was the opening weekend of the Marseille Capital of Culture in Europe for 2013. So if you're here, if you can make it to Marseille in 2013, I'd highly recommend it. It would be a good experience for you, but also not necessarily Marseille. If you look at Aix-en-Provence, and a few of the other towns in the Var region, we should be. Bouches-du-Rhône region. You'll be treated with some rather pleasant experiences throughout this calendar year. So yeah, Sunday we didn't really do too much. I mean, it was just a bit of a relaxed recovery. We were out really till 2-3 o'clock in the morning, celebrating and stuff like that. So we decided to go have a sort of day of rest then. Monday we were back to classes, looking at different things with the classes. Second lot we were looking at the future tense, as well as my plans for 2013, and some of the première and terminale classes we were looking at individual progress, not only the notion of how does a New Year's resolution do it, but also are exams the most efficient way of measuring progress in a person's education or career. And it was interesting to see the responses that we got with those sorts of things. On Tuesday we changed timetables, so new classes this week, giving me every other Friday, without class. No classes every other Friday. I'm free on those days, and that started this week, which explains why the video is once again in Marseille, as during these weeks we will be in Marseille, so you'll see pretty much a video in Digne and a video in Marseille pretty much every week then. So it's the way that we'll play it. Not really much to say on that. We've just been, the standard sort of. I got up, I went shopping, and I did this. So we've been shopping, and that's probably about it, really, for the day. But I mean, a bit of unnecessary sort of nitpicking in terms of what have I done through the day. I'm not going to sit and dictate my week to the camera in terms of very detailed sort of descriptions. So this weekend, we're looking at a individual sort of process of things. I mean, we should be out exploring some of the events tomorrow, and indeed the football or soccer if you're an American. If you're an American watching this, hello. Yeah, so off to watch what we call football, if you will, a game on Saturday, not in the stadium, in the pub. We'll be just following the game, why not? And then Sunday we still have yet to plan things. This week, of course, we'll be back in class, looking nothing really specific set in stone at the moment. We might be looking at things such as artificial intelligence and the advancement of medicine, the progress of medicine throughout the ages. Something slightly more interesting than individual processes, progress and exams, as well as things in sorts of cases within words. For example, the inessive case, the possessive case, and all these sorts of things that you get when you learn a word. Say on the table, off the table, or a part of this is a part of something, or I have some of this, and things like that. So we'll look in those sorts of things. So the sort of essentials, if you will, for the language, and we'll be looking into that. But that's pretty much it. Not really sure what else there is to say, really. I hope the snow hasn't affected you too much. I mean, it's not too much anyway. You should get on with it. I mean, we've had a lot more here in France, and you didn't see me posting all about it. But just get on with it, basically. I'm just kidding, you'll be fine. And then, yeah, so I hope things aren't too cold here. I mean, we're still in the minuses in Dean, -6, -7 during the nights, and maximum of about +2. For those in the US, about 36 maximum. 36, 38 maximum. Probably about mid-20s maximum in the night. So, yeah, that's good fun, if you like it. But I don't, so never mind. And then yeah, that's yeah. I mean, it's going to be one of those weeks. Next week, like I said, just lessons going on predominantly at the moment. Still unable to do sport until the beginning of February. And my brother's birthday card was sent yesterday, so I hope he gets that in time for his birthday next week. But I hope you've had a good week. I hope you've got a good week to come. Thank you very much for watching, and I guess we'll see you next week in Dean. Thank you very much, and goodbye.